Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I will present about the conceptual analysis of the Halalan Toyyiban for practice of food handling in food truck business. So, let's see next slide. So, before I start, I will introduce myself. My name is NURUL SAMIHAH binti RAZAK and my matric number is 221663A. And the rest are my group members. Next, first of all, I will talk about the summary of this presentation, which is about the article. So, this article research explores the application of the Halalan Toyyiban principle in Malaysia's food truck business, especially about the food safety and hygiene. However, many food truckers are unaware about the concept of halal and Toyyiban, which means their lack of knowledge and understanding about this concept. So, it showed that it is important to us to practice and maintain the cleanliness of the food so that it can promote the consumer health and safety.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti NADHIRAH. Today I would like to talk about critique and review the conceptual analysis of halal and Toyyiban for practice of food handling in food truck business. So the first one, this article addressed the application of halal and Toyyiban principles in Malaysia's food truck industry, highlighting its importance for both vendors and consumers. So the key points in our discussion, the first one is strength of the article, second one is limitation and areas for improvement, and last one, overall evaluation. Now, I will present to you the strength of the article. So, the first main point is focus on Halalan Toyyiban principles. This article highlights the often overlooked importance of permissibility, cleanliness, and food purity under Islamic principles. Secondly, focus in especially relevant in Malaysia, a country known that is most popular food festivals and rapidly growing food truck industry. Secondly is qualitative methodology. This article used doctrinal research and semi-structured interviews to gain in-depth insights from food truck operators. Also, inclusion of operators from both Western and local cuisine enriched the analysis and findings. Lastly, linking safety and quality to global concerns. We know this the main issue that highlight from the authors successfully connect Islamic principles with universal food safety standards, positioning Halalan Toyyiban as relevant beyond a religious context. Next, limitation and areas for improvement. So there are the four main points. Firstly is small sample size. There are only 2 food truck operators were interviewed, limiting the reliability and generalize of the finding. So the suggestion is increase the sample size for a broader perspective. Okay, secondly, sufficient analysis of regulatory guidelines. In this article, mentioned that frameworks like the Trade Description Act 2011 and Halal Certification Guidelines are mentioned. They are not critically analyzed. So when people read this, they will take it as granted. Okay, so the third one is reliance on qualitative data. The absence of quantitative analysis limits the strength of the conclusion. So, incorporate statistic data to analyze the impact of Halalan Toyyiban compliance on consumer trust and certification. The last one is unexamined assumptions. The conclusion that mentioned in this article the author assumed that Muslim identity ensure compliance, overlooking the need for formal certification. Uh, that's not the good conclusion, because not the all Muslim are practical in Islamic principles, focusedly on handling food truck. So I think this assumption risks and undermining food safety and trust. Overall evaluation, I think this article contributes significantly to understanding Halalan Toyyiban principles in food truck business. However, addressing its limitation will strengthen its findings and practical application, with both limits area and improvement, also strengths that are combined will help the readers and the authors to make a big changes for the future. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I am Nurdini Sorfina binti ABDUL KARIM. Today, we will discuss the problems faced by food truck operators in adopting the Halalan Toyyiban concept. So, this concept emphasizes food that is not only permissible, halal, but also clean, safe and high quality. So, let's dive into the main problems highlighted in the study. First, lack of awareness. Many food truck operators lack awareness about Halalan Toyyiban. While they understand halal food, they often don't realize that Toyyiban involves hygiene, safety and quality. Some operators think that because they are Muslim, their food is automatically halal, which isn't entirely true. This lack of understanding prevents proper implementation of Halalan Toyyiban practices. Next, no specific regulations for food trucks. There are no clear halal guidelines designed specifically for food trucks. Current rules are made for restaurants and other fixed premises. Unlike restaurants, food trucks have limited space, no permanent water supply, and face unique challenges that aren't addressed by existing regulations. This makes compliance difficult. Third, hygiene and food safety issues. Maintaining hygiene and food safety is a major issue. Food trucks often struggle with proper storage for ingredients, leading to spoilage or contamination. That limited space increases the risk of cross-contamination, and improper waste disposal can create unsanitary conditions. These problems directly affect the Toyyiban aspect of the food. Besides that, financial constraints. The financial constraints are a big challenge. Many food truck operators have limited budgets and find it expensive to upgrade their facilities or apply for halal certification. Some operators don't see the financial benefits of certification and therefore don't prioritize it. The last one is consumer trust and expectations. Consumer trust is also an issue because in Malaysia, where most people are Muslims, halal certification is an important factor for customers. Without certification, many customers might hesitate to buy from a food truck, even if the food is actually halal. This hurts the operator's reputation and limits business growth. So, in conclusion, adopting Halalan Toyyiban in the food truck industry is challenging due to low awareness, lack of regulation, hygiene issues, financial constraints, and consumer trust concerns. Addressing these problems requires better education for operators, clearer guidelines, and financial support. So, I think that's all from me. Thank you for your kind attention.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is WAHEEDA. I will continue this presentation by sharing the solution to the problem that my friends mentioned it before. Alright, let's start with the first solution, education and awareness programs. Workshop and training organized by government agency like CHAKIM or Industry Association can help food truck operators enhance their knowledge of halal and Toyyiban standard. This workshop can cover ingredients origin, equipment cleanliness, and hygiene practice. Additionally, collaborating with halal certification bodies provide operators with valuable guidance to implement this standard effectively. For flexibility, online seminar and courses offer a cost-effective way for operators to gain essential knowledge at their own pace. The next solution is developing specific guidelines for food truck. Malaysian Halal certification authorities like JAKIM that I have mentioned before have set regulations to maintain the quality of the food truck industry. These include dividing business location into private side and those managed by local authorities. Next, ensure operators meet permit requirements such as inspection and displaying permits properly. Food trucks must also follow halal specific guidelines to promote food safety and hygiene, ensuring compliance with halal and Toyyiban standard. Okay, let's look at the third solution, improving infrastructure and regular inspection. Food truck design should prioritize cleanliness, waste management, and refrigeration. The government can provide incentives and subsidies to encourage operators to invest in better equipment and practice. Routine inspection help ensure hygiene compliance, while all food handlers must receive vaccination for typhoid and hepatitis to maintain safety. The last but not least, reducing costs and financial barriers. Many food truck operators face challenges due to the high cost of halal certification and equipment upgrades. To address this, government subsidies and incentives can ease the financial burden through grants or tax rebates. Low-cost halal certification program can simplify and reduce costs for small businesses, and also partnership with suppliers offering discount can help operators access compliance ingredients and equipment more affordable. The last solution of this problem is the importance of the halal logo. The halal logo assures Muslim consumers of the authenticity of the food can build trust. Only certified operators can display this logo, which also attracts a broader customer base by enhancing brand credibility of market appeal.
Next, my name is NURUL and I will conclude this slide. Okay, the concept of halal and Toyyiban plays an essential role in the food truck industry. Although this industry has grown and has become a trend in the community, various challenges are faced when applying the concept in this industry. Among the main challenges are lack of awareness, lack of specific regulation for food trucks, food hygiene and safety issues, cost and financial problems, and the risk of losing customer trust. However, the concept of halal and Tayyiban remains the pillar of the quality and success of the food produce. With the application of this concept, quality food can be produced and will prevent us from eating food that can be harmful to our bodies. Therefore, ensuring the food is halal is the seller's responsibility and our responsibility too.